Okay guys, working on this Jeep right now. I've just taken out the you'll notice I have a screwdriver here, and that's just jammed in there so I could undo the center nut. All I did so far is taken the flex line out. It's pretty basic. I heated up this end, brought the propane torch out underneath and heated up this end, and got the line to spin out without breaking anything, so that's good. I don't have to make any lines. But if you want to see the damage, this is the damage. Worn right through. It's like hugely deep groove. So, got the new one in. Oh, buddy. Got the new one in here. They actually sent the wrong one to begin with. But yeah, it's pretty basic. Just you got a bracket here that goes up against the, I guess the shock or the coil spring mount. And then the other mount that actually goes beside the frame. And these clips, these clips here actually hold the ABS wire. But I'm going to show you this. I'm really impressed with these boots. They come with the standard clips and everything like that. Here's the boot here. But I'm really impressed that it came with a pack of grease for the CV shaft. So what we're going to be doing now is taking the actual whole thing apart. So all I gotta do is take the caliper off, take the rotor off, take the wheel bearing out, and pull the whole axle straight out. Put the boot on, repack it with grease, put the clamp on, stuff it back in, and we're good as gold. Put everything back together. Okay guys, hopefully you guys can see this okay. I'm just gonna get ready to pull this caliper off, and it's been off before, so I know it should be pretty simple getting it off again. I'm just tightening back up this flex line connector here on the caliper. Just so it doesn't get contaminated with shit. And if I recall correctly, this is an Allen key. No, it's a I can't remember what they call it. It's not a thinking day today, just work. One of those, I believe. Yep. Sorry about the lighting if it sucks, but I absolutely have crap for work lights. I'm looking in to get one of those 50-watt LED work lights, but it's all about the money. And there's our brake caliper. That's why I waited to put the flex line back on, because I knew the caliper was coming off anyway. Put some more anti-seize on this. We'll get it back together. So I've already got this nut loosened. I'm just going to pull the caliper off, the caliper housing off. And if I recall, it's an 18. Yep. So I'm just going to crack it with this. Just had to move the ABS wire out of the way. There we go. And 2 bolts. Now I'm just going to put these back in here so they don't get kicked around and lost. Usually when I take out a bolt, I put it back in just so I know exactly where it goes in the right spot. So I just put them back in. All the brackets that I took off for the flex line, all the little nuts or the bolts are back into the frame there. So now we just get rid of this. Spun back this way. I loosened this off already. Oh, now it's going to be a dink. I should have loosened it all the way. Now it's tight. Ran into a tight spot. I'm just going to get my pry bar and shove it in there. Pipe will do just fine. If you're going to put a wedge of pipe in there, make sure you don't go to the end, because you'll screw the threads like at the tip and you'll never get your lug nuts back on. Alright, that takes care of that. The washer out. And when replacing, try to put brand new cotter pins, just for safety sakes, because once you bend them, then you just made them weaker, so you're better off putting new cotter pins. So now all we got is the 3 bolts to hold the wheel bearing on. I'm just going to shoot it right now with WD, some penetrating oil. So once they start backing out, they don't get bound up with the junk that's on the threads right now. Now for the wheel bearings, it's a it's a 12-point socket, half-inch 12-point socket. So these should come out pretty good because this wheel bearing's been replaced. Oh, of course it's a Dodge, but I have to get my Johnson bar. Dave, you come over here with a freaking cough in your hand Where's mine?
My God, actually, the guy that I was breaking up with bought that before I broke up with him.
What walked all over the car?
So you're single now? Again?
Yep.
Alrighty guys, got my Johnson bar here.
All over the car.
Break
He made
this.
plans with me, and then changed him without telling me to go out with his buddies.
What's that?
He made plans with me and then canceled them without telling me to go out with his buddies.
Uh-oh.
And then I told him
no.
it was a stupid thing to do. He called and asked if I could go there, asked me if I wanted to. So I felt obligated. And then he's backing into my driveway and hit my neighbor's car and took off.
Oh, nice.
Because he's got no insurance on his car. He faked his sticker in his insurance papers.
Huh.
Yeah. So I was like, you know what? No, I can't do this for you. That's a lot to put on me.
Okay guys, just heating the shit out of these wheel bearing bolts so they'll come out a little easier. Because anybody who's done Dodge wheel bearings before knows these bolts break. So I've got the other two loose already. And now I'm just heating the crap out of this one. Remember, don't heat the bolt, heat what the bolt attaches to. You want to keep the strength of the bolt and you want to expand the metal that's around it. Okay guys, we're just gonna give a little whack and then we'll crank it up and hopefully this don't break. Nice. Just reaming out the thread. Beauty. Alrighty, so now we are ready to pull all three bolts out and whack this wheel bearing off. And then we'll pull the axle out, throw a new boot on, re-grease it, and we're good to go. Okay guys, got the wheel bearing out. Now we're just sliding this axle out so we can put the new boot on. Wait. So I'm just going to attach the new boot, slide it down the other end, put the clamps on, grease the shit out of it, and slap it all back together. Pretty simple job.
Really? Was that necessary?
Okay guys, so I got this basically all back together, but I'm not finishing it because I'm not sending it out the way it's sitting right now, and I'll show you why. Okay. So I've got the boot in, everything like that. She's all basically together. But if you guys recall, I've worked on this Jeep before, and this is the Jeep where the caliper wasn't bolted to the actual spindle. And now it's just absolutely gotten worse. And these were brand new pads. So we need new pads again, and I told him he's gonna have to get a new caliper, and I hadn't seen him. So it is absolutely seized. It is absolutely seized now. Yeah, she's pretty destroyed. So I can't even compress that back in and get it going. So it looks like I'm gonna have to do a trip to the wreckers tomorrow to get them a used one, but I am not sending this back out the way it is. But I just threw it back together so I can get it out of my shop. I'm just gonna throw a wheel on. I don't have the brake flex line back on because I'm just gonna wait to put it on the new one, and so I'm just gonna ease it out back and throw it in park and leave her till tomorrow. Alrighty, and I've still yet to call them and give them the bad news. But we'll get them fixed up. Instead of buying a new one's like 80 some odd dollars, so I'm gonna hit the wreckers tomorrow and I'll get one for like 10-15 bucks. Alrighty, cheers guys.